in this lesson we are going to draw disc or plate shaped flowers, which are flowers like the marigold or the daisies, like these ones. And if you want to draw a flower like this, seeing from the front, so I have some examples here. So seeing like this view here, you need to draw a circle first, and I will keep my fingers and my wrist still, and I will move my arm to do that. And don't worry if it doesn't come a perfect circle. That was Giotto used to do that, but you know, for us normal human beings, you might have to go over the circle a few times. And I'm going to do this quite dark so you can see it. And of course, the more you press down, the easier it is that the circle doesn't actually come very round. But I'm making it like this so you can see properly on camera. So you do a circle, you know, different sizes depending how big you want your flower, and you do a smaller circle in the middle, more or less the center of the bigger circle, and then you usually draw little sort of placeholders for the petals. Again, always do this lightly. So I did 4 to start with, sort of marking the center of the circle, the smaller circle, and then I divide this space. You can do another 2, you can do more, but I would do maybe 1 here, like this. All right, and then you can start drawing the petals, and the petals are always different. So in this case, in this picture here, the petals have sort of a little dip in the middle. I don't know if you can see that, but some of these flowers, some of these like plate-like flowers, they have a petal that ends pointy, so, or sometimes it's like a sort of zigzag. So it depends on your flower. So I'm just gonna do a little dip for this one, and then just follow. You can actually do lines, always very light lines. I'm gonna do it stronger to follow for your petal. So something like that, and it will be, you will have even more of a guideline to do your petal. So, and you can do a little movement like this, and of course you can always turn the page. So if I put it this way, and I'm gonna move this out of the way, and I turn the page like this, so it might be easier for you to draw the petal going towards one direction rather than another. So you can, if it's easier for you to work going away from you, then you can put it this way and you can keep turning it. I quite like to work going like towards me. In fact, this one is not as good as that one. So it's a matter of personal preference. So you can never be, you know, afraid to turn your page, and never be afraid to erase if you don't like something, because, you know, it's rare that you're gonna like something first time that you do it, or at least that's what happens with me. I always go over, and you can do this with very sort of light sketchy lines. I'm pressing down because otherwise you won't see it on camera. And then once you have the first row of petals, you can add a second row of petals, and this will show like these flowers, they have more than one layer of petals. So you can add some that you can see a bit more of them, and some you can see a bit less. Okay, so that's the main flower, and then you can do the center. And for the center, I just do, if it's not botanical painting, I just do little squiggles like this. So to show you on a larger scale, what I do is just little squiggles like this. You can practice on another piece of paper. So just do all over first, and then in the case of these flowers, for example, the center is not completely flat, it's a little bit domed. So if you want to give the impression of light and shadow, you can make this side darker, either with a pencil or when you use the color. And of course you will have to do that with these petals as well. So make it like a little shadow on this side.